We made it. We made it here for the weekend. You ready for this weekend?
Yes, I am.
Heck yeah, it's gonna be a good weekend. Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Love you.
Love you.
Let's do it. I'll show them a view and a tour later. Well, I had a good weekend. Really good weekend. It's Tuesday, but just now recouping from this weekend. Oh, where do I start? Well, it was the wife and I, my sister, her husband, and my cousin. We got a cabin up north for the weekend, and here in Arizona, in the summer, a lot of people they rent cabins up north, and so it's hard to get a cabin because they're always booked up, or the really nice ones are expensive, and the ones right by the lakes or something, they're either expensive or booked up, so it's real tricky. So we were fortunate enough to, I should say luckily enough, to get a cabin. We were pretty lucky to get it, and actually I want to thank my cousin Lena for getting it for us. Thank you for that, Lena, because it was a good time. It was a really good time, and she got us a cabin. Quick little story here. She got us a cabin because some friends of hers just purchased this cabin, and they remodeled it, what have you, and really nice place too. It was a really nice cabin. I knew the scenery was going to be awesome, which it was. It was beautiful. The temperature was perfect. Overcast, trees. It was just a nice area, you know. So I knew I was going to have the scenery to record plenty of video and to get plenty of footage. So I grabbed my tripods, my mini tripods, my microphone. I pretty much grabbed everything but lights because I wasn't going to be too concerned about lights because I was going to be doing most of my recording outdoors. That's what I planned. So I get a backpack, put all my gear in there. I get another bag because I use one backpack for like my tripods and books and notebooks and whatever else I'm taking if I have a flashlight. And then I have another small camera bag that I put my GoPro in, my face tracker, the mini tripod that I have. Anything small, I carry in that small camera bag, and then I put that inside my backpack. So I got a full blown bag. I mean, just looks like I'm traveling for weeks. I'm just ready. I'm ready to get this footage. I'm ready to get some blogs in. I'm ready to get some stories in. I take my grandfather's book with me, and didn't really get much footage. Didn't really get much footage. I was so taken in by the views, and we've been camping up north in that area plenty of times, but this was the first time I've ever gone and stayed at a cabin for the weekend as an adult. As a kid, we went a few times to my parents had some friends that owned a cabin, so of course we went up there as kids. But as an adult, I've never rented a cabin. We've always gone camping up north. It was either in tents, or now we have a trailer, so we go in the trailer. Never in a cabin, so we're just taking it all in. I love the feeling. I love the cabin feeling, just being surrounded by trees. There was other cabins around, but they weren't close by, so you really felt separated, and you really felt it just took me away, got me away from the city, got me out of this room. It was just breathtaking. The views were breathtaking. We left here in this normal city highway driving. As soon as we started getting up north, so when it all hit me, just taking it all in. I just enjoyed it. I got a little bit of footage while we were driving. My wife took some of the footage because we kind of both were just taking it all in. Once we got there, we kind of took a quick tour around the place. My cousin Lena, she took us around, showed us around, and she had been there the week before and the day before and all that, getting stuff ready for us to get there. But she actually let us pick our room, and since we beat my sister there, she was like, "Yeah, you guys pick a room." But honestly, my sister doesn't like stairs, so our room was upstairs. So we got to pick the room, and we went upstairs and picked the room, and then it had a balcony, so we went out there to the balcony, and Soon as I seen the balcony, bam! I thought that's where I'm gonna be vlogging all weekend. That's it. This view is nice. It's tree line. You know, you're right up there with a tree line. Like it felt like it was in a tree house. You know, I felt like a bird almost because I was in the tree. As a matter of fact, I'd go to the edge of the balcony and the trees was touching right there, the pine trees, and I'd be touching the trees. You know, I felt like a hippie touching the trees. You know, talking to the trees. But I ain't gonna lie, I was talking to the trees. Anyways, it was really beautiful, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna set up my tripod. I'm gonna do some vlogging here. I'm gonna write in my book. I mean, this is gonna be my spot for the weekend. So we go downstairs. We get settled in. We get, you know, the ladies get dinner going. My sister and her husband show up. Uh, we just get to talking, and right away, my brother-in-law, he pulls out his speaker and he starts playing music. So just right out the gate, you know, once we got settled in, we set the mood, and it was camp vibes, but in a cabin. So and right now we're in a monsoon season, dead of summer, so we don't have we have fire restrictions, so we can't have campfires. You can't burn charcoal outside or anything. So everything has to be propane. But it wasn't even that cold. I think it was in the 60s or something like that. So which is cold for Arizona at this time of year, but we were 2.5 hours away from Phoenix. Um, so once we got settled in, we just into the camp vibe. We had the music going. They cracked the tequila open, and we started our weekend. And I didn't set up no camera. I never took footage on the balcony of me just vlogging or writing my book. I never sat up there and just wrote in my book. I never read. I never did anything because the scenery. I just wanted to take in all the scenery. I wanted to remember it. Just wanted to remember it.
Okay,
And
maybe a little bit, but not.
I really didn't want to be
Yeah,
rude
yeah,
either,
that's
you
what I'm
know,
talking about.
picking up my camera, walking away to do a vlog or something. And quite honestly, at the time,
A
I
little
really
bit.
didn't know what to say because I was soaking it all in. I had nothing to put
Okay,
out.
okay.
You know,
Get me drunk.
it was all good vibes, you know, just relaxed. I was just relaxed, just total relax. So I didn't want to mess with the camera. I didn't want to mess with anything. I didn't I'd pull it out every time we were gonna have a drink so that way, you know, it'd be for my memories and our memories. And so a lot of the footage I did take, I can't play it because of the audio. You know, we had the music going, so I know I'll probably get tagged or however YouTube will probably strike me if I post it and they catch the music in the background because we were playing a lot of music and what have you. But all in all, it was a good time, really good time. So we are, just in relax mode, just relaxing, and my wheels are turning. You know, thinking, what can I vlog about? What can I talk about? And there was one thing that came to mind. And lately, I've been kind of telling people that, you know, one thing I heard. So I'm not gonna say I came up with it, but something I heard a while back was a closed mouth don't get fed. And at first, I kind of never took it to heart because
At 11
I just
o'clock in the
kind of didn't.
morning.
But then when I found where it fit, when people were doing something or wanting something, I would tell them, hey, you know, closed mouth don't get fed. You know, if you don't know what that means, it's kind of like if you're working for somebody and you want a raise, you know, and you just keep saying, well, yeah, you know, I think I need a raise. I need a raise. I deserve a raise. I really do. I think so. You go home and you tell your spouse or whoever you're telling, I need a raise. You know, I really think I need a raise. Well, unless you tell your boss something, you'll probably never get that raise because you just won't. So keep your mouth closed. You won't get fed. So closed mouth don't get fed. If you say something, you might get something. Long story short, I've been thinking about it and thinking about it. So I've been telling some people that, you know, closed mouth don't get fed. Well, like I said earlier, my cousin is good friends with the owners of this cabin, and she calls her the owner calls my cousin to check on us to see how everything was going, make sure everything's working. And she starts telling my cousin about the work that you know they need to do at the cabin. So I'm listening to this, and my wheels start turning. I'm like, that'd be a cool little side hustle right there, because the work they're talking about is right up my alley. So they hang up the phone, and my cousin starts telling me, what the owners were talking about with her and about the work they wanted done around there. And I thought right there, I'm gonna take my opportunity and say, well, shoot, I could do it. So it came into play for myself. Closed mouth don't get fed. However, my cousin was thinking the same thing, because she turns and says, hey, would you want to do the work? And I'm like, I was just thinking the same thing. I was just thinking the same thing. I can do the work, and that'd be a good little chunk of change. So she was going to call her back and tell her so she can set it all up. But then I said, but hold on. Let me think about this for a second. And see, something I've always wanted to do, or I should say my wife and I, what we've always wanted to do is rent a cabin up north during Christmas time, take our kids up there. But we never really had the opportunity. And a few years ago, and even last year, I think we tried. We called around, and they were booked, because most of the cabins that are for rent out here, they're booked far in advance. Sometimes a year, 2 years in advance. So it's hard to catch them. So we've never had the opportunity to do it. So she calls them back and tells them, "Hey, my cousin is interested, in doing the work that you need over here." And of course, they know me, so they were like, "Oh yeah, really? That's cool." So I asked her, "Hey, well, let me talk to the gentleman, the owner." And uh, so I get on the phone with him, and I start talking to him, and he tells me what he needs done and what he wants done, and gives me the whole spiel. So we're talking, and then it hits me. I'm just gonna take my shot. And I said, "Hey, say his name. I don't want to say his name on here." I said, "Hey, what if uh, what if I did the work, in exchange for a weekend here at your place?" And he was like, "Really?" He was like, "Wow, that okay." And we kind of had discussed the rates that he charges, so it's comparable. It's comparable. So I was like, we'll figure it out, whatever. And he was like, okay, yeah, that sounds good. So we got it worked out to where, I'm going to do some work for him, and I'm going to get a weekend. I'm going to get a weekend at his cabin, which is awesome, because it's always hard to find a cabin. And now we got one. And in that area, it snows. And that's something my granddaughter's been wanting to do. She's been wanting to see snow for a while. And last year, we didn't get too much snow. I did a video on that.
You got it? Starting to rain. So we're gonna go find a better spot. All right. Well, I'm gonna get my beer.
Yeah, and then just carry the table over there. You gotta fit up there, right? Oh. Yeah.
What? Yeah. It should. Shit, this ain't gonna stick. All right.
David, come help him move the table.
All right, we gotta move this table.
No, they're taking the table back there.
You ready? We'll just take it. We're gonna carry it back there like this. We're gonna go this way.
Yeah, that way's easier. Will it fit with that tree?
Yeah, we'll be all right. Woo. I love this rain though.
Right?
Hell yeah. Just tell me if I'm gonna trip. You're gonna go sideways?
I don't know. Oh, this
Yeah,
way?
let's go that way, yeah. That way I don't. If I walk backwards, there's too many rocks.
Yeah. And I can't see anything.
You can't see why? What happened?
No, if we were to walk backwards.
Oh.
Because I can't see through the table to see where
Well, I thought your eyes were
what's
fucked
behind
up.
me. Oh, no, no. To see what's behind me. Oh, fuck.
See? Huh? Yeah, we'll come up right here. Yeah, I'll come back. Whoa. Yep, balance it. Balance it.
Keep it level.
Your phone's getting wet. It's waterproof? Yeah, Samsung.
Yeah.
Shot, 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 shot.
Shot, everybody.
There you go. There you go, Francis. Now we got a table in the back.
Hallelujah. Get it, David, get it.
Shot, shot, shot.
He's over there dancing.
With that being said, closed mouth don't get fed. I open my mouth, and we got the cabin for a weekend. I'll be going up this weekend to do some of the work, or probably most of it. I'm going to try to get it done this weekend, and that's where we're going to lock in the date. I'm going to lock in the date with him because I already spoke with my kids, and I got all my kids on board to go, during Christmas time. So that's going to be our gift, mine and my wife's gift to the kids, get them out to the snow. And there's a lake up there, I believe. They can go fishing. I think there is. I'm not sure, but really nice area up north. And
We about to get this party started.
What flavor do you want?
7 o'clock is Saturday. I'm about to do some beer bombs. If you got, or bongs, whatever the hell you call it. Show me.
The whole fucking thing?
Yeah, in one shot.
Are we opening up on this, bro?
You want to go first? It's clean.
Get it.
There's a wifey there, you can wipe it out. A wipe? It might take a little while. What the hell, Carl? What the hell, Carl?
You ready? Go for it. Well, here's how you do it. You ready? Yeah. And then release once you're up.
So you hold your finger on it?
Yeah, you get this is your
Look,
plug.
that'll choke.
It's like a carb, dude. It's like a carb for the pipe. Look. Sass.
Oh, I can't do that.
Get it.
Oh my God.
Oh!
it's going to be a really nice getaway for my family, for my wife and kids. Be really nice, It's a good time. It's going to be a good time. We haven't had a Christmas together like that in a while. Where my kids are all grown. My oldest is married with his kids, and he's got the in-law family thing for all the holidays. We do both sides of the family, my side, my wife's side. And of course, as you get older, your family just kind of gets scattered. It's hard to get them all together, especially with the in-laws. And so this year is going to be really nice to have them together, and we planned it out right at Christmas, so they can still see their families at Christmas, and we'll have them the day after Christmas and for that weekend, which would be really awesome. And I'm really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to having a family in a cabin up north during Christmas time, something I've been wanting to do. And this weekend, my own saying came into play. I practiced what I preach. Closed mouth don't get fed. I opened my mouth and I got fed. Got what I wanted because I spoke up. Think I might try that a little more. Just speak up. No filter. That's kind of what we say, with these kids nowadays, especially my grandkids. They have no filters. No filters whatsoever. But anyhow, I hope you enjoyed some of the footage, some of the views. I rambled on a little bit, but hey, this was my story. This was my weekend at Happy Jack, and it was awesome. Thank you, Lena, for the invite. Thank you for a wonderful weekend. Francis David had a blast. At first, my sister didn't want to be in the videos, and she's like, "No, I didn't do my hair." And she says, "You know what? I don't care." And we don't look at my hair ain't done right now, and it is what it is. This is me. This is me, raw and uncut. But I think that's it for now. Maybe I can vlog on something else. Right now, kids are outside again. I'm rambling on, but see you on the next one.